Good morning, students. Today we will study next topic, conformal mapping. As studied earlier, the real function y equal to fx, it can be represented graphically by a curve in the xy plane. This is x-axis, this is y-axis. It can be represented by any curve. And if we have this real function z equal to f of x comma y, then it can be represented by the surface in the xyz plane. But what about this complex function w equal to f of z? Now w, it is u plus iota v, and here z, it will be x plus iota y. Now here two variables were involved, x and y. In this case, three variables were involved, x, y and z, and in this case I get a surface. Now in this case I am having four variables which are involved in this mapping, namely uv and xy. All of these are real. Now I know that in a 3D I cannot make use of these 4 points. So to represent this mapping, I have to take two planes. One is the XOY plane or XY plane, and another is the UV plane. And this function w equal to f of z, it will define a correspondence between the points of these two planes. That means if a point z describes some curve in the z plane, then the point w will move along the corresponding curve c dash in the uv plane. And this function w equal to f of z, it defines a mapping or transformation of z plane. This is also called z plane, of z plane into the w plane. Now conformal mapping. In case of conformal mapping, suppose I have these two curves. One is C1, other one is C2, and the angle between their tangents, this is angle theta. Now suppose in the UV plane, for the C1 curve I have C1 dash curve, for the C2 curve I have C2 dash curve, and at this point P dash, let this be the angle. Now if the angle theta is same in magnitude as well as in sense. Magnitude meaning this angle is equal to this. Sense meaning here C1 is below C2, and in this case C1 dash should be below C2 dash. Then that is if the angle theta is same in magnitude as well as in sense, then this mapping, this will be called the conformal transformation. That means a transformation which preserves, let me write its definition. A transformation which preserves the angles both in magnitude and sense between every pair of curves through a point is called conformal mapping at the point. Now the following theorem, it gives the condition under which the mapping W equal to f of z will be conformal. Theorem, if fz is an analytic function, if fz is an analytic function and f dash z is not equal to 0 in a region R of z plane, then the mapping W equal to f of z is conformal at all points of R. That is, first thing is fz should be an analytic function, and second, f dash z, it is not equal to 0 in the region R of z plane, then the mapping W equal to f of z, it will be conformal at all the points of the region R. Now next definition, coefficient of magnification. Coefficient of magnification now the coefficient of magnification for the conformal transformation W equal to f of z at the point z equal to alpha plus iota beta is defined as mod of f dash alpha plus iota beta. What is coefficient of magnification? It is mod of f dash alpha plus iota beta. Next is angle of rotation. Now the angle of rotation for the conformal mapping W equal to fz at z equal to alpha plus iota beta is given by amplitude of f dash alpha plus iota beta. Now let me revise all this. Now first, this theorem, it says that if fz is an analytic function and f dash z is not equal to 0 in the region R of z plane, then the mapping will be conformal. That means for conformal mapping there are two conditions. First one is the function should be analytic, and second one is f dash z it is not equal to 0. Next is coefficient of magnification at a point z equal to alpha plus iota beta. It is defined as magnitude of f dash at alpha plus iota beta. And angle of rotation at the point z equal to alpha plus iota beta, it is amplitude of f dash alpha plus iota beta. Now questions based on this. First question, if u equal to 2x square plus y square and v equal to y square over x, then show that the curves u equal to constant and v equal to some another constant, cut orthogonally at all the intersections but the transformation w equal to u plus iota v is not conformal. Now first of all I have to show that these two it equal to c1 and this curve equal to c1, these two curves, these cut orthogonally at all the points of intersections. Now u equal to c1 implies 2x square plus y square equal to c1. v equal to c2 implies y square over x equal to c2 or y square equal to c2x. Now differentiate 1 with respect to x. We get 2 to the 4x plus its derivative 2y into dy over dx equal to derivative of constant is 0, or this implies that 2y, let me call dy over dx equal to m1, that is slope of this curve. 2y m1 equal to minus 4x, or m1 is minus 2x over y. Now differentiate 2 with respect to x. We get derivative of y square is 2y into dy over dx, c2 derivative of x is 1. Or from here I get substitute the value, take the value of dy over dx equal to m2 equal to c2 over 2y. Now what is the value of c2? Equal to y square over x into 2y, that is m2 is y over 2x. Therefore m1 into m2, this is equal to minus 2x over y into y over 2x. This is equal to minus 1. Therefore m1 into m2 equal to minus 1. Therefore curves 1 and 2 intersect orthogonally. Now next I have to show that this mapping w equal to u plus iota v, it is not conformal. For that I will show that the function fz equal to u plus iota v, it is not analytic. Now here f of z, is u plus iota v, that is it is 2x square plus y square plus iota v, that is iota y square over x. Here u is 2x square plus y square, v is y square over x. Now I will try to find the CR equations. Curly u by curly x, partial derivative with respect to x 4x, curly u by curly y with respect to y it's 0, and from here 2y. Curly v over curly x, its partial derivative with respect to x, y square constant, partial derivative with respect to x of 1 over x, it will be y square, its partial derivative minus 1 over x square, that is curly v over curly x is minus y square over x square. Curly v over curly y, 2y over x. Thus curly u by curly x is not equal to curly v over curly y, and curly u over curly y is not equal to minus curly v over curly x. Therefore CR equations are not satisfied. Therefore fz is not an analytic function and hence w equal to fz or w equal to u plus iota v is not a conformal mapping. Now next, for the conformal transformation, w equal to z square, first show that number one, the coefficient of magnification is the coefficient of magnification at z equal to 2 plus iota is 2 under root 5, and second part is the angle of rotation is tan inverse 0.5 at z equal to 2 plus iota. Now here I have to find the coefficient of magnification and the angle of rotation. Now here the transformation is, rather it is conformal. Here the conformal transformation is w equal to fz equal to z square. Therefore here w equal to fz or equal to z square, or fz is z square. Therefore at z equal to 2 plus iota v, 2 plus iota, f of 2 plus iota will be equal to 2 plus iota whole square, 4 plus iota square plus 4 iota, that is 4 minus 1 plus 4 iota, that is 3 plus 4 iota. But I have to calculate f dash z. For magnification I need f dash z. F of z is z square, no need to calculate. This implies f dash z, it is 2z. Therefore f dash at 2 plus iota, it is 2 into 2 plus iota, that is 4 plus 2 iota. Now coefficient of magnification at z equal to 2 plus iota, it is magnitude of f dash 2 plus iota, that is magnitude of 4 plus 2 iota, equal to under root of 4 square plus 2 square, under root of 16 plus 4 under root 20, that is 2 root 5. Angle of rotation, second part, angle of rotation at z equal to 2 plus iota, it is amplitude of f dash 2 plus iota, that is amplitude of 4 plus 2 iota. It will be, amplitude is tan inverse y over x, that is 2 by 4, that is tangent inverse 1 over 2, that is tangent inverse 0.5. some standard transformations. First one is translation. Next is some standard transformations. First one is translation. It is W equal to Z plus C, where C is a complex number. First of all, I will just name them. And what is this? It just translate the given mapping. That is, now here if W equal to U plus iota V, Z equal to X plus iota Y, C equal to A plus iota B. Therefore, put in this U plus iota V equal to X plus iota Y plus A plus iota B, or it is equal to X plus A plus iota Y plus B. Therefore, U will be given by X plus A and V will be given by Y plus B. That means this transformation is a mere translation of the axis and it preserves both shape and size. Second is rotation. This transformation, it is given by W equal to Z e power iota theta naught. That means the figures in under this rotation, the figures in Z plane are rotated through an angle theta naught. Now if theta naught is greater than 0, then rotation is anti-clockwise, and if theta naught is less than 0, then rotation is clockwise. You have to remember this. Next transformation, it is magnification. Magnification or stretching. Magnification or stretching. In this, W equal to AZ, where A is a real number. Now in this, the two figures in Z plane and W plane, these will be similar and similarly situated about their respective origins, but the figures in W plane is A times the figure in Z plane, and this is called magnification. If A is greater than 1, then the new figure it will be enlarged, and if A is less than 1, then the new figure will be stretched or shrinked. It will be smaller. Fourth one, it is inversion. That means W equal to 1 over Z. Next transformation. Next one is a combination of this, that is a bilinear transformation that we will study later on. Now let me do some sums based on these transformations. Now first one is translation. Now I revise this. Translation is W equal to Z plus C, where C is a real number. Rotation is W equal to Z e power iota theta. Magnification or stretching, it is W equal to AZ, and inversion is W equal to 1 over Z. Now questions based on this. Let a rectangular domain R be bounded by x equal to 0, y equal to 0, x equal to 2 and y equal to 1. Determine the region R dash of W plane into which R is mapped under the transformation W equal to Z plus 1 minus 2 iota. Now this is the transformation. Now let W equal to U plus iota V, Z equal to X plus iota Y. Therefore I get U plus iota V equal to X plus iota Y plus 1 minus 2 iota, or equal to X plus 1 plus iota Y minus 2. Therefore I get U equal to X plus 1 and V equal to Y minus 2. Now what were the boundaries of the region R? X equal to 0, Y equal to 0, X equal to 2, Y equal to 1. Now when X is 0, U will be equal to 1. When Y is 0, V will be equal to minus 2. When X is 2, U will be equal to 3. And when Y is 1, V will be equal to minus 1. Now let me plot these regions. X-axis, Y-axis, origin. X equal to 0. This line, X equal to 2 parallel to it. This is X equal to 2. Then Y equal to 0, this line. Y equal to 1, this line. This was the region in the XOY plane. Now under the mapping, U plane, U axis, V axis, UV plane. U equal to 1. This is U equal to 1, then U equal to 3. This line is U equal to 3. V equal to minus 1. This is V equal to minus 1, V equal to minus 2. Below it, this will be V equal to minus 2. That means this region is shifted to this. The size will remain same. Its length, this is 2, this is 2. This is 1, here this is also 1. Size is same. The figure is just translated from this position to this position. Now rest we will do in the next lecture. Thanks.